Hello Aquarius, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. From the 2nd to the 8th of December 2019. I hope you're well, Aquarius. So I'm just pulling an overarching tarot card to see what the message is for you for the week. Okay, angel, spirits, guides, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Our lovely Aquarians. Second, thought I was going to fall over then, but never mind. 2nd to the 8th of December 2019, please, for Aquarius. Message for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Okay, there's two cards there, Aquarius. Wow. Okay, interesting. We have the Fool. This is about new beginnings. This is also a card of Uranus as well. Can represent shaking up your life, a certain part of your life, revolutionizing your life. This is a rebel energy, going your own way, following your passions and desires. The Fool has no fear because he trusts the actions that he takes will lead to greater achievement and enlightenment. This is also in a Uranus energy, the god of the sky as well. I can't remember if I just said that. Did I just say that? Nevertheless, this represents enlightenment. A greater level of enlightenment in order to move forward. Could be on new beginnings, new starts, new levels, new phases of your life. But this is where you have doubted before, you don't doubt anymore. And we have the Queen of Wands, who is all about decisive action, but she trusts her own instincts. Sometimes she is pictured with a cat. I can't see a cat in that picture. But she is sometimes pictured with a cat, which is all about trusting your own instincts, being adaptable, being flexible. There's a calculated nature about the Queen of Wands. She doesn't act all the time. She sometimes waits for opportunities to come to her. There's a really magnetic quality about her. In order to take decisive action, she is quite happy to just wait until the right opportunity is ready to move. And then she goes. That's how she represents success. So, real magnetic quality to this character. This is somebody who is about taking action, and I do feel there's taking action towards new beginnings. Embrace the new, don't fear. It is a time to go. It's the green light to go now. Go towards where your passions and desires lead you. Now the other thing is, the Queen of Wands for me as a reader is an Aries. You might well be an Aries or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, are offering you an opportunity. Could be to do with something that you're passionate about, could be to do with business and career as well. But nevertheless, if you're being offered something by the Queen of Wands, it could be to do with your passions as well, could be to do with love. Could also be that this has the potential to grow, this has the potential for success. It is about taking action now and don't fear. Interesting. Let's see what the energies are for the week, Aquarius. We have the energy cards here. Okay, angel, spirits, guides. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Daughter Spirit. I just had this for somebody else, but I can't remember who. Number 32. This is a beautiful card. Spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. This door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your own eternal identity, the source of all true power, and value. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential for the changes that happen here and the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection to the spirit world. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of your spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. This is about listening to your intuition as well, because the intuition is how spirit guides us forward. It is our instinct, and the Queen of Wands is a big one for trusting her instincts. That's what I'm saying. It is calculated choices, decisive action controlled by her instinct that is leading to new beginnings. Okay, interesting. Let's get an angel answer card and see what the message is for you. So angels, what is the message for Aquarius, please? Message for Aquarius, please. On the table, please. Thank you. Thank you. You need to know the situation will improve. I'm going to pull one more, Aquarius. Any other message, please? Yeah. We have yes. Whatever you've been asking the angel spirits guides for, the answer for some of you, obviously not everybody, but for some, it is yes. And look at this. You see this card, this angel is like underwater. Some of you may have sank. Could have sank into your emotions. Water in tarot represents emotions. But you see, she's been guided by light to the surface. You're moving to the surface of a situation. You're going to get your head above water. This is rising above, and you're being guided all the time by the dolphins. It's almost like there's divine guidance guiding you forward through a difficult situation that has pulled you under for a period of time and coming through the other side. Beautiful. Because you've got the daughter spirit. Daughter spirit is new beginnings. The Fool is new beginnings. And I do feel for some of you where you're heading is towards a new beginning, putting whatever's gone before you behind you. Gone before behind you. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say, Aquarius. Okay, that's just come out. Past position, we have the Page of Cups. Present position, we have the Seven of Wands. Challenge, we've got the Emperor. Advice from Spirit, embrace the new. We've got the Empress, my goodness, you've got the Emperor and the Empress, beautiful. And outcome, Aquarius, we have Temperance, the card of Sagittarius. Okay. Emperor is a card of Aries. Sorry, I just turned over. Literally, I've just split the cards and look, we've got the Empress again. Got it with Justice as well, a Libran energy. But we do have the Empress appearing again. There is something about embracing the new. There is promise around you now. That is what Spirit is saying. Don't fear change. Don't fear the new. Don't fear the unknown. Okay, Angel Spirits Guides, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Can we clarify the cards that are on the table, please? 2nd to the 8th of December 2019. Thank you. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. I'm going to get one more card to clarify those. There's that Justice card that I spoke about. Okay. Seven of Wands in the present position is clarified by, well, we have the Tower. I'm going to pull one more for clarity. Five of Cups. Okay? Challenge, Aquarius. We've got the Seven of Cups. I'm going to pull one more actually for clarity for me. And we have the Four of Swords. Interesting. The Empress. Advice from Spirit. It's clarified by the Five of Wands. Nine of Cups. This is what I'm saying. There is fulfilling your promise, fulfilling the promise that's around you right now. Temperance. This is coming out a lot, this card. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck, and I don't normally look at the bottom of the deck, but I have done a couple of times. And I'm doing it with your reading. We have the World. Beautiful. I love it. The Hanged Man and the World are related. Interesting. Okay, Aquarius. Page of Cups is trust your intuition. Now is a time to be guided by Spirit, by the angels, Spirit's guides. We have the Daughter Spirit here. This is the very beginnings of something new as well, the Page of Cups. It's a card of good news. It's a card of finding your emotional centeredness from within brings positive change. The Page of Cups, she holds the Ace of Cups. So there is a connectivity to self, self-love. Being ready to receive, being ready to move forward, bring positive change, new beginnings into your life now. Things are beginning to look up as well when the Page of Cups arrives. This is where there is an opportunity, should you drink from that cup, to start allowing yourself to look up, start allowing yourself to look on the bright side of things. The Page of Cups says no matter how bad things are, and I can see there's some tough energies in your reading, Aquarius. This is about finding your centre from within in order to start allowing yourself to look on the bright side, allow things to start looking up in your life. Again, this can sometimes be about good news as well. Unexpected good news could also be unexpected love or offers of love. Interesting. I feel some of you, we have the Page of Pentacles and Justice. When we have the Page of Cups, some of you might have needed justice to do with emotional situations. This is where you're trying to take practical steps forward now to move on. Because justice can be, I mean, it could well be to do with a relationship that's gone as well, where you've needed to start from scratch, start over again. Allow yourself to move on from situations that have been emotional. Find self again, connect to self in order to move forward, because justice restores balance. This is about finding balance. This can also be with government institutions, legal institutions, where and it could have been to do with love. Could have been to do with relationships, love, things that you're emotionally connected with. Some of you could have gone through a time of injustice maybe. Some of you could have gone through disputes to do with separation, division of assets, property, career, all of those kind of things. So I do feel for some of you that there could have been some justice that's restored balance. The justice is there will always be a fair and just outcome to a situation. And I feel that whatever this was, it's allowed you to move forward in a situation. Now sometimes this can just be karmic justice, where wrongs are righted, or where truths come out, or the truth comes to light. That restores balance to a situation. But there's always a message that the justice will always restore balance, because we have the sword of truth here. Now the other thing is, some of you could have been dealing with a Libra. This is a Libran energy, so that is the other thing associated with that Justice card. But certainly some of you are beginning to take steps to the new. This is practical steps. This is doing groundwork, using your skills, knowledge and experience to bring positive change. And this is the first step on positive change. Now, in terms of jobs, this can be sending off CVs, going for interviews, could even represent an offer of some kind. This can also, an offer that you probably really want, something that could have been out of the blue. These two cards could mean that. This could also be to do with finances, where you're offered financial help, or the loan or the mortgage that you've been applying for, there's some good news to do with that. This can also be financial advice, that type of thing. Can also be the steps that you're taking now, whether you know it or not, can promise to reap the rewards long term, but you have to take the first steps of change to bring change in your life. It might be after a period of justice, but nevertheless, this is the very first steps of change. Sometimes this can be about going to education, college, studying, to further yourself on the career front, to get more money. All of these kind of things, can be linked to our emotions. Now, the other thing that I will say is there could have been some relationship split, because this could be children as well. It could be one's an earth sign, one is a water sign. Could well be. Or it could be a child. They could have a sun, earth sign, a rising sign as a water sign. That could be it as well. That would work. There's flexibility, obviously, it's a general reading. But, when I talk about relationships, division of assets, separation, it might well be, obviously, to do with children as well, custody. Because your foundations have been rocked in some way and it's been challenging. We have the 7 of Wands here. It's a challenge. This is your present position, Aquarius. I put these cards in categories. Sometimes it's the energies or the messages that will resonate more than the categories they're in. Because there's loss here, somebody is mourning what's gone, and I think it's to do with whatever this tower represents. Some of you have been through a big change where your foundations or part of your life foundations have been shook. This could have been on the relationship front, could have been on the career front, could have been other areas, Aquarius. But something that you thought was solid, that was built on solid foundations, as soon as it is tested, as soon as that lightning strikes that tower, it comes crumbling down. And it's the universe showing to you, revealing truths, tough truths, that whatever this relationship was, whatever this career was, whatever this home was, this property was, it was never built to stand the test of time. And some of you are still stuck in whatever's gone. Some of you are still getting over what was gone because you're still looking in the past. And the message is now there are 2 cups behind this person that are in the present. It's time to look up to engage with the present, to move forward. It's time to take the first steps towards bringing change into your life, new beginnings. And it's beginning to make sense now why the Queen of Wands and the Fool is appearing in your reading. Because this is about trusting your instincts in order to make clear choices, to take decisive action, to move forward to the new. The Tower was a square tower. This was your round crown. Something didn't fit anymore. Square peg, round hole. It's the universe's way of aligning you, and I think you're still going through that process of aligning to your path. Making sense of what's gone so that you can engage with the present. I think for some of you it's a challenge. This is Mars in Leo. So the Mars energy that was used to destroy is fueling you forward. Let it fuel you forward. Allow whatever you've had to work through, Aquarius, to fuel you working forward now, to fuel you overcoming your challenges. Because there's a big message with the 7 of Wands energy that you have the power, or you're certainly beginning to be aware of your power, to stand on your own 2 feet and fend off any opposition or challenge that you're facing. This person, you know they're going to overcome. a challenge. Sometimes it's challenged by other people, sometimes it's interference by other people, sometimes it's when you might have been through a process of justice and you're still overcoming that challenge or the outcome of whatever that was. It's challenging to move on, but yet this person is determined. They are focused, they are resolute, they are standing on their own 2 feet, and they're not giving up. And that's a big message of this card to you. So the Emperor is somebody, you see, you've got a lot of Mars in your early cards. There's a lot of Mars energy. So like I said, where Mars was used to destroy by the universe, where there's been some destruction, this is about rebuilding. Rebuilding solid foundations. It is a 4. The Emperor is somebody who has a solid foundation because they understand their own abilities to bring success into their life. They understand their own potential, their own capability, their own power to shape their life and their world, and not allow the world to shape them. And that is what makes them great. They are the empire builders, they are the go-getters, they are the person who takes action, the person who isn't defeatist, but who conquers. And I do feel for some of you, your challenge is to understand that you're more powerful than you realise. You're also, sometimes when I see the Aries cards, and this is the Emperor, you know, the Emperor stands on a throne and it is made of concrete. A big message that when you understand your own power, you're in a far more solid position than you realise. This is about understanding your own capabilities, your own power to bring positive change in your life, because now is the time to act. Now is the time to take the initiative. The 7 of Cups is a card of hopes, dreams and wishes. Sometimes it is about understanding the steps that you need to take now. This is where hopes, dreams and wishes, sometimes we daydream, sometimes we idealize situations, sometimes we have dreams that we want to work towards, but we don't always take the steps that we need to take to go for it now. And I do feel with the Emperor being here, now is the time to go for it. Now is the time to make it happen, because he is the ultimate card of making it happen. And it's your challenge to embrace new opportunity, because there is opportunity around you. This is Venus in Scorpio, transformational opportunity. But it is having a game plan. I certainly feel for some of you, it's not being too idealistic, not allowing your head to be in the clouds, but it's about having a strategy, about seeing the truth of a situation and having a battle plan and understanding how to move forward. So there's a level of realism, a sanity check here in terms of taking action towards something that is achievable, because there's certainly opportunity here, transformational opportunity. And remember, this is the Empress here. This is the head of the Empress as one of the opportunities in the cup, the promise of something wonderful, because we have Venus in Venus in Scorpio. Venus is the Empress energy. So there is a promise of your hopes, dreams and wishes becoming reality. But certainly with that 4 of Swords, now is the time to get clarity, have that game plan, understand the steps that you need to take, the practical steps, the conversations that you need to have, the ideas that you need to put forward in order to bring change, in order to make them achievable. We have the Empress, which is the beginnings of something new. And this is the advice from Spirit. This is saying it's time for the new. It's time to embrace the new. Because this is the birth of new ideas, this is the birth of new careers, this is the birth of new ways to make money. This can be the birth of new relationships as well. She is Venus in Taurus, the promise of something wonderful. You have to anchor it. You have to use that Taurus energy, that earth energy to make it real, to make your hopes, dreams and wishes, the promise of what she offers, a reality. She is just the seed. She is just that spark. She is just the inspiration. It is you who have to make the effort to nurture and grow and create something wonderful. Now, she is surrounded by all this beautiful, successful, vibrant greenery here. And there's a message that she's number 3. And the 3s in tarot are the very beginnings of manifestation happening. The glimmer of hope, the glimmer that you suddenly begin to see something happening in your life. Whether it's to do with love, whether it's to do with career or other areas of your life. This is the very beginnings of things shifting and changing. And she represents that she is the co-creator of her life. And as she co-creates, she now says, it's time for you to co-create. What do you want to happen? Because now is the time to take the steps that you need to take to make it happen. And that is the relationship between the Emperor and the Empress. She is the very beginnings, the spark, the seed of something wonderful. And the Emperor gives it structure, gives it foundation, gives it solidity to really grow and expand. He builds empires from the tiny seeds that she has. He makes it happen and grow. And that's the relationship between those two. There is great potential now. It could well be that there is a power couple in your life. Sometimes this is parents, sometimes this is two people that are helping you out that embody these energies. But either way, or this could be you, actually, Aquarius. This could be you and your partner, your husband, whatever this is. I do feel for some of you there is potential to meet somebody new that can really grow and flourish to something incredibly successful but incredibly solid. Because it can bring your hopes, dreams and wishes to reality. Bring happiness into your life. There's a message when the 9 of Cups appears certainly in the spirit category. That spirit telling you that you can be happy again. But you need to switch on. Use that red hat. Switch on to the action that you need to take now to fill each one of these cups full of happy, uplifting, achievement and energy. Because each one of these represents achievement that this person has worked hard to bring to fruition. The 9s are about making it happen in your real life. And the Emperor is there to say now's the time to take action. Don't allow pettiness, squabbles, conflict, struggle, interference stop you from focusing on your goals now. That's what I will say, Aquarius. And we have the relationship now between... I'm going to start with these two because I love this energy. We have the Hanged Man in the World. You're beginning to get glimpses of the future, what you want the future to look like, because you're being given the answers from the universe. The halo around the Hanged Man's head is where you're being given answers, enlightenment, to understand the way you need to move forward now on your path. Whatever, this is a visionary card, where you're separating out the reality from confusion, from illusion. This is a Neptunian energy. And sometimes you have to look at things from a different perspective. Sometimes you have to open up your own world, your internal world, to look at things in a different way, in a different light, in order to find answers on how to move forward now. The answers that you find will lead to success. That is the relationship between these two. This is almost kind of like a 12. This is a 12. This is 21, 12 reversed. Whatever answers you're finding is leading you towards success. It's leading you to achievement. It's leading you towards accomplishment and celebration. Everything is becoming clear on what those glimpses, what those visions were that you were being given from the universe. All begins to make sense when the World card appears, because you look back and realise and make sense and understand the lessons that you have learnt from this experience, from this life cycle, and you're ready to move into the next life cycle now. But nevertheless, this is very much about worldly success as well. Some of you, in terms of business and career, this can talk about worldly success and suddenly understanding how to move forward to achieve. Because the Hanged Man has the same stance as the Dancer. Like I said, he remains still, she steps through. The stillness, now, you might be experiencing some stagnation, but it's not going in vain. You're finding answers and understanding how to move from what's gone to the future. And Temperance is a card of Sagittarius. It is a card of finding balance from within, finding balance even in your external world and your internal world and your external environment, Aquarius, and making peace from within with your emotions. We have emotions that can pull us apart. This is where you make peace, you ground yourself. One foot goes on the earth, the other foot goes in the water, representing that you need to ground yourself, you need to find balance from within in order to find flow in your external world. And this is where the world opens up, because that flow energy is linked with that Jupiterian energy of expansion, of growth, the Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good fortune. Understanding that when you find balance from within, that's when things start really shifting and moving forward and growing. And suddenly you release from stagnation and start understanding how to move forward. And the hard work begins to pay off. There's a positive shift. The 8th in Tarot, a positive change. The things that you've been working towards, whatever that is, whatever you've been working towards, whatever goal you've been wanting to achieve, now is the time that the cards are saying you're on the right path. And it's all because you are realigned. You're on the right path to achieve, to success, because you were realigned by the universe to that path, out of love. So even though it didn't make sense at the time, Aquarius, the hard work will be worth it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to pull a fairy card to finish off the reading, Aquarius. Okay, angel, spirits, guides. What do we have for Aquarius, please? We have magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy of blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. You're being blessed by the universe. You're being guided by the universe, whether you know it or not. It is time to open up to the new. The situation will improve because you can bring those hopes, dreams and desires that are out of reach, that seem out of reach, when you have a plan, because this is somebody who's getting a battle plan together. They're achievable. But you need to be open to embrace the new. It's a big card of taking action now and understanding that now is the time for embracing the new. Now is the time to take action, to trust your instincts in order to move forward, because we have the world here, which is all about achievement, success, celebration, accomplishment, worldly success, beautiful energy. Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a wonderful, wonderful week for you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.